Subscriber of mine, Sir Jay, suggested I actually watch the Barbie movie, the feminist propaganda flick. I said, "Are you crazy? Why would I do that?" But once he showed it to me, I realized where he was coming from. The feminists who made this garbage are so lacking in self-awareness. They inadvertently made a pro-male movie. They made Ken's the underclass who suffered the sexism. And and then they break free and actually gain their own identities. Of course, these feminists are so evil, they see evil as good and good as evil. So that has to end, right? So we'll get into the bare bones of this, right? This propaganda film is filled with lies, of course, feminist lies, but they also let this truth seep out. Now, here's one of the lies. They have Barbies that are working construction. That's a lie. I've never seen a construction worker Barbie ever because little girls aren't interested in it. So what the filmmaker is trying to suggest that in all women society, women would uphold society. They won't. They don't. So that's one of the lies they tell, of course, one of the many, many, right? Here's another lie. Fat Barbie. She never existed. So these feminist cretins want to try and suggest that they're inclusive. Right. Show me fat Barbie, someone.
Barbie has a great day every day, but Ken only has a great day if Barbie looks at him.
There you go. Ken only has a great day if Barbie looks at him. So they inadvertently told the truth. Men validate their presence through women. That actually happens in real life. So this guy has no identity outside of Barbie. I bet these women aren't even aware when they made this film that that is the case.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken. Hi, Ken.
See, he doesn't even like these other guys, right? They're all competition. Yet later on the film, he sees these guys as friends. He learns it from reality when they go to reality. It's amazing. Now here they actually show Ken suffering from harsh rejection.
Wow.
You can go now.
I thought I might stay over tonight.
Why?
Because we're girlfriend, boyfriend.
To do what?
I'm actually not sure.
Oh, but I don't want you here.
Is it Ken?
Ken's just a really good friend. And this is my dream house. It's Barbie's dream house. It's not Ken's dream house, right?
Right.
Yeah, Ken owns nothing. You're nobody, Ken, in Barbie Land. You you're meaningless.
Always.
And it's girls' night. Come on, Barbie. Summer party.
Hurry up, the president's here.
I am. You're welcome.
They're also being truthful here. Women like other women and prefer their company.
Every night is girls' night.
Every night. Forever.
Every night.
Forever and ever. Good night.
Good night.
All those Barbies, and he's only interested in that particular one. So they don't have the brain powers to make Ken a horny dog that they accuse men of.
I love you too. I can't. I gotta go.
Now, I've had female relatives. They went and saw this disgusting feminist propaganda. Every one of them had one thing to say, that Ken was great. I forget the name of this actor, but they always said he was great. He made the film. That's all they had to say. Because feminism is lies. So they don't come out and say, wow, everything they said about it, about women's condition was true. They had nothing to say about that. But Ken here is the underdog. That's who we root for, right? And he does get his revenge, right? So Ken and Barbie get to the real world, right? And Ken finds out that men mean something. Their lives matter. Men can accomplish something. That's what he's missing in Barbie world, is a sense of accomplishment. You'll see what I mean. Let's see if I can get by copyright.
Excuse me, sir. Thanks, man.
What's up, man?
We got a man up on this one.
Great workout, man.
Male friendship. That's what he's learning from the outside world.
You're the man! No, you're the man! Man!
Based on the ROI, we are exceeding expectations. Good stuff. So I'm not worried about it. Not now, Margaret. Let's shake on this. We're going to make a lot of money. We're officially important.
See, and men are important in this world. Barbie world, he doesn't have any importance. Right. And accomplishments, right? The reason why men are on the bills is because of accomplishments. And everyone knows that men have to accomplish or society tosses us aside. And that's why men accomplish, why women don't. Period. Period. So this feminist rag film is actually showing a positive view of men, like, hey, I have meaning. He's gone to this world and he says, people are paying attention to me. They're giving me positive feedback. There's such thing as male friendship and friends and male accomplishments. So when they go back, that's what he brings back to Barbie Land. So when they get back to Barbie Land, Ken makes some changes.
My dream house. Everything I've bought and owned will totally inspire you. And we can change clothes again. That's the capital.
Ah! It's pink.
And that's... These are the dream houses. This is where I live.
You can see through the houses. So does each Barbie like have their own house?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Where do the Kens stay?
I don't know.
Where do the Kens stay? I don't know. Kens don't live in houses in Barbie Land. It makes perfect sense. This feminist propaganda film just showed women having privilege and being totally unconcerned for the opposite sex.
At first, I thought the real world was run by men. And then there was a minute where I thought it was run by horses. But then I realized that horses are just men extenders.
Oh, I had that tree house. I saved up my allowance to buy it.
I've never seen a car like that before. What happened here?
Everything, basically everything, exists to expand and elevate the presence of men.
Of course, that's a lie. That's a feminist lie. They're telling truths and lies at the same time. They can't help themselves.
It's beautiful. I know.
Barbie's here.
Ken? What have you done? What are you wearing?
Don't question it, just roll with it, tiny baby.
Don't call me baby.
What about mini baby? Like this mini fridge?
No, Ken, this is my dream house. It is my dream house. It's mine.
No, this is no longer Barbie's dream house.
Mine. See, the Kens have to steal back. That's what they're saying. But what they inadvertently said in this scene right here is that Ken is the proletariat. The workers have uprose and taken back from the bourgeoisie. Right? That's what they've inadvertently said that in this film. They're so completely lacking in self-awareness.
This shall henceforth be known as Ken's Mojo Dojo Casa House.
You don't have to say dojo and house.
And Casa.
But you do because it feels good. Try it.
Mojo dojo casa.
Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Give it to me
Oh, this is interesting too. Right here.
straight. How weird is it?
Whoa, boss. These Mojo Dojo Casa houses are literally flying off the shelves. The kids are clamoring for them. Ken is on t-shirts, mugs. It's the #1 tattoo.
Oh, no.
Now, there's the feminist propaganda that boys would play with dolls. It's just that the patriarchy is stopping them from doing it. But inadvertently, they're basically saying, you know, if you just market it properly to boys, boys would like it and buy it. But we don't. Jeez. So, and this guy's making all kinds of money, right?
Warner Brothers have started auditions for the Ken movie, which is already a blockbuster hit.
It's happening. The thing we could never imagine if we don't get my words lady. Executive assistant. My executive words lady and someone who's probably her daughter back here and closed the portal. Our worlds could be altered forever.
But what does it matter if it's Barbie or Ken? The money is pouring in.
Shame on you, executive number 2. You think I spent my entire life in boardrooms because of a bottom line? No, I got into this business because of little girls and their dreams in the least creepy way possible.
They can't help themselves, right? In the least creepy way possible. So a man caring about girls is a creep by nature, right? So even when they want to make the guy the hero, they can't help themselves.
I'm just having some brewski beers at my Mojo Dojo Casa House. You can stay if you want, as my bride wife or my long-term, low-commitment, distance girlfriend. What do you say? Brewski beer me?
I will not brewski beer you.
That's fine. You know, now that you Barbies aren't around to run everything, we can do our hair however we like.
I have hats.
Where are my hungry boys who want snacks?
Barbie, I am so happy to see you. Can you believe what is happening?
I know, isn't it great?
Anyone need a brewski beer?
Wow, the girls are actually loving it. And so am I, because I'm a leg man.
What are you doing? You're a doctor.
I like being a helpful decoration.
And Alan likes to help me give all the Kens foot massages.
No, I don't. I don't like that.
We love it.
I'm so blotto-faced day drunk right now.
Ditto, same Tim, Nat.
I like not having to make any decisions. It's like a spa day for my brain. Forever.
That actually is inadvertently true. That's why there's so many housewives still going around. Because it's brainless work. You guys, I do the housework at home. And it's comforting. Yeah, you kind of get a pain in the ass to say you have to do it. But you shut your brain off and you get busy doing something and it takes your minds off things. So what she said was actually true. And that explains why housewives are still rampant and house husbands are almost non-existent.
What is wrong with them?
We just explained to them the immaculate, impeccable, seamless garment of logic that is patriarchy, and they crumbled.
Oh my God, this is like in the 1500s with the indigenous people and smallpox. They had no defenses against it.
Yeah, buckle up, babe.
All they're saying is that these Barbie women like it this way. They're following their actual natures.
Because Barbie Land, it's now Ken Land. And it's gonna be just like Century City in Los Angeles because they had it all figured out in Century City. The minute you get out of your car, you're like, I can't believe how great this place is!
No. They don't have it figured out in Century City because we failed them.
No, you failed me!
There you go, right? You failed me, right? This propaganda film is essentially saying that the only reason Ken is upset being a nobody who doesn't have his own house, who doesn't have any purpose, who doesn't accomplish anything, is that because Barbie rejected him, right? Ken's the incel.
Out there, I was somebody. And when I walked down the street, people respected me just for who I am.
Wow. People respected me just for who I am, which he doesn't in Barbie Land. And actually, just like men in real life. So they've given Ken the Shiloh speech, or is it Shylock? The Shylock speech, right? If you cut me, do I not bleed?
One lady, she even asked me for the time.
No way.
Way. And if it weren't for these technicalities like MBAs, medical degrees, and I don't know, swim lessons, I could have ruled that world. But I don't need any of those things here. Here, I'm just a dude. And you know what? That's enough. TV remote. Which one is it? Oh, is that one?
Welcome, Mr. Ken, President, Prime Minister, ma'am.
Let's recap all the amazing changes and innovations thanks to the Ken.
The Nobel Prize in horses goes to
Wow. And now you're making it permanent with a special election to change the Constitution.
That's right. In just 48 hours, all the Kens will head to the polls and vote to change the Constitution to a government for the Kens, of the Kens, and by the Kens.
But the Constitution was completely one-sided for the Barbies, right? So the makers of this film are saying, well, it was right that there was sexism and gender discrimination. It's all right that men were discriminated against.
You can't do this. This is Barbie Land. The Barbies worked hard and they dreamed hard to make it everything that it is. You can't just undo it in a day.
Literally and figuratively, watch me. Now, if you'll excuse me, this is my Mojo Dojo Casa house. It's not Barbie's Mojo Dojo Casa house. Right? How's that feel?
Wow. Wow. How does that feel? Does the feminist writers really understand what they've written here?
It is not fun, is it?
It's boy time!
Look on his face even then. He's really just saying, I just want to be with you. Why? Because the guys aren't for gender discrimination. They actually just want to be equals. But he was forced to behave like this because he was either that or be nobody.
Every night is boys' night.
There, this is all we need to show. So the makers of this film, they had no idea how they made Ken feel, look like the hero. Like he was the victim. and he came back and made things better for himself. But in the end, they make these women or the Barbies take over again, right? By getting the guys to fight with one another. They use their sex appeal to break the guys up and bring things back to the status quo. The status quo is that the girls have everything and the guys have nothing. So it's like the Nazis making a film about Schindler's List and the Nazis win. And that's the proper thing. And it's victory for everybody. I'm telling you, hate mongers are not just awful people, but they always contradict themselves. You can't be a negative to society and have any rationality to it. Anyway, we'll end it here.